We've had an amazing year of gaming so far. Some people think we could already have seen our game of the year, but there's a long time to go yet in 2017, so let's take a look at some of the most interesting games set for release this April. First up, Yooka Laylee, developed by Playtonic Games, set to release on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, Mac and Linux on April the 11th.
So this is developed by the same team who worked on Banjo-Kazooie, the N64 fan favourite, and Ukulele is set to be the spiritual successor of that game, throwback to the 3D platformer genre. Yooka the chameleon and Laylee the bat are tasked with stopping all of the world's literature being converted into pure profit by the questionably named villains Dr. Quack and Capital B. The game is a return to the classic collectathon platformer straight out of the late 90s, and if you remember those days, then Ukulele is going to hit you right in the nostalgia.
Just where it hurts. No, that sounds cool. That sounds pretty interesting. Sounds like it could be a nice idea. I like it. It's all about comedy, these games, isn't it? It's quite charming and
yeah, a lot of puns work.
Yeah.
You know, Trouser the Snake. That's real.
Next up, April also sees the release of the already pretty controversial Outlast 2. Developed and published by Red Barrels, it's being released on April 25th worldwide on the PlayStation 4, Xbox, PC and Mac.
Outlast 2 tells the story of Blake Langerman, a journalist and cameraman who's investigating the disappearance of a missing woman, Jane Doe. The search leads to a village cut off from society where a cult who believes in the end times are doing rituals and other culty things. Much like the first game, Outlast 2 will play like a glorified hide-and-seek simulator with Blake armed only with a camcorder. That means your only option is to run and hide from enemies rather than fighting them. There's no weapons in Outlast 2, so if you're expecting Resident Evil 7, well, just don't.
Also coming out this month, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 3. It's being released worldwide on April 27th for the PC. Dawn of War 3 is a real-time strategy developed by Relic Entertainment and published by Sega.
It's been 8 years since the last Dawn of War, so it's safe to say that this has been a highly anticipated sequel for many reasons. 3 races are available to play immediately: Space Marines, the Eldar and Orcs, with more races likely being announced as downloadable content. Dawn of War 3 is taking a step back to the series roots and features traditional RTS base building rather than the squad tactics style of the second game. The plot is a typical strategy game power struggle, with a catastrophic weapon being found on a lost planet. All 3 forces converge on that planet in a race to find this fabled legendary weapon and beat all the others. That's it. That's what we
beat all the others. So next up, we've got Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Now this is an upcoming open-world first-person tactical shooter developed and published by CI Games. After multiple delays, as far as we're aware, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is coming out on April 25th worldwide on PC, Xbox and PS4.
The game takes place in the present, with a series of conflicts all happening at once. Players take control of US Marine Captain Jonathan North as he attempts to stop a second Cold War from happening, all by himself. Players can use different approaches to complete missions: stealth, melee or run and gun. The choice is yours to make. The game also features plenty of other cliche open world features like parkour, rappelling and of course, drones.
Finally, Little Nightmares is an upcoming puzzle platformer developed by Tarsier Studios and published by Bandai Namco for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. It's due to release worldwide on April the 28th.
The story follows a little girl named Six who is kidnapped and forced to work in The Maw, a creepy resort catering to the mega rich. Six takes a journey through the Maw and catches a glimpse at the corrupt heart of modern happiness. With the dark and twisted visual style, the game looks like Tim Burton's movies, mixed with the atmospheric tension of something like Inside or Limbo. Now if that's not a reason to be excited, then what is? Persona 5, yeah, this definitely deserves a mention. The game is finally arriving in the West after a solid 6 months in Japan. It's had some amazing reviews so far, and you can expect to see this on April 4th worldwide. Persona 5 centres on your average bunch of school children really, who are just serving probation for, assaulting a stalker. Oh, and they become mass vigilantes at night and venture into the supernatural palace realm, fighting evil. The game looks pretty interesting and it's got plenty of JRPG elements, dungeon exploration and lots of social simulation. We're looking forward to it at least.
So there you have it, there's 5 games to look forward to in April. Anything you think we've missed? Let us know down in the comments. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. There's also a little link to Patreon on the screen if you do want to support this channel. We'll see you next time.